Hey, it's Nancy Juetten, and today's Tuesday, March 23rd. Isn't it? No, it's not. Today is March 16th. It's March 16th. That shows you what kind of day I'm having. I'm all over the place. But I heard something on Monday that I just felt compelled to reshare here because it was so inspiring. It really hit me straightly between the eyes, and I thought it might be timely and powerful to share with you too. You probably know that I invest meaningfully in my success. I am a member of the Kelly Roach Unstoppable Entrepreneur Program, and I really love being part of a community of over 1,000 movers and shakers who have invested meaningfully in their success to learn best practices around how to do business online and scale their businesses. And every day I am exposed to people that are making it happen, modeling the right way to do it, and inspiring me to follow their lead. And I've made leaps and bounds of progress in my own business since I started being a participant in this program. And it's also something that gives me a lifeline to people who are thinking bigger and bolder than perhaps I have started to think, so that I can raise my game and raise the bar still further. And one of the things I really appreciate about being in this community is the support that we get around mindset and adjusting our thinking so that we can get over the obstacles and whatever limitations we may be self-imposing. Just curious, if you're watching, do you ever give yourself self-imposed limitations that stop you from stepping up to that next highest level of playing big? Do you ever suffer from imposter disease? Do you ever get derailed by real life as it happens and lose a day or two of productivity because life hit the fan and you just couldn't deal? Listen, these kinds of things happen for me from time to time. Sometimes they happen in quick succession. I think for all of us, COVID-19 has given us all a run for the money. And I don't know about you, but I have got pandemic fatigue in the worst possible way. I want to get on a plane and go somewhere and see something new and change my surroundings. And for whatever reason, we don't have our vaccines all nailed just yet. And so we're still kind of grounded. I mean, these kinds of things can get to us. I don't know about you. I mean, comment when you watch this, if you're live or in the replay. Let me know if it's something that you've dealt with. Do you have pandemic fatigue? Have you let things get in your way? Have you let things stop you from stepping up to whatever might be next? If you've got any of those things happening in your life, go ahead and say, heck yeah, I completely agree. And I relate to that, because I'm coming on, very boldly here and saying, hey, me too. So Kelly Roach does something every Monday, and she calls it her strategic advisory. And she comes on and she talks to her 1,100 clients who've invested 5 figures or more to be in her program. I mention that because a lot of people are wondering, are people investing in training these days? Yeah, people are investing in training in these days. It's not just because the pandemic has made it difficult. People are taking the leap and investing in their success. And heck, I'm one of them. But anyway, the subject of the conversation she was doing the other day was about self-sabotage. And she was basically saying that sometimes really bad things happen to nice people, and then you have a choice. Bad things happen. You can be stoppable or you can be unstoppable. And then if your choice is to be unstoppable, what do? Instead of falling into a pity party long stay, you ask yourself, what is this situation trying to show me? And what can I do to clean it up? And her sassy soundbite was, there is no excuse big enough to let self-sabotage win. I'm going to read that again. There's no excuse big enough to let sabotage win. And if you find yourself running into these kinds of challenges at every turn, in your low-level program, in your mid-level program, in your high-level program, in your real life with your family, in your relationship with your neighbor, whatever the case may be, you have to ask yourself, what is this showing me? How can I clean it up? And remind yourself that there's no excuse big enough to let self-sabotage win. Kelly Roach then said, new level, new devil. You've got to keep on raising the game, raising the bar, and seeing how you can reach out to the next level and clean up whatever's a big mess that needs to be cleaned up. And the only answer is to get to work and make it happen. This is completely attributed to Kelly Roach of the Unstoppable Entrepreneur. I'm completely above board in telling you that I heard this directly from her lips, and it hit me squarely between the eyes, because in my own life, there were some things that were happening that were causing me to consider being stoppable. And her message came to me in perfect timing to allow me to shift my perspective to the unstoppable mindset. Now, do I give myself permission to curl into a ball and decide that I'm upset about whatever it is that just happened? Yeah. Sometimes it derails me for a couple of days. I'm a very highly sensitive person, and these things do affect me. But I give myself a couple of days and I'm back on the horse and I'm ready to go again. And am I doing the things she's suggesting? Am I just trying to figure out what is it showing me? Am I taking steps to clean things up? And I'm reminding myself that there's no excuse big enough to let self-sabotage win? Absolutely, because I'm committed to my advancement as a human being and as a professional, and that's what good human beings and good professionals do. So if you have been struggling with any of these kinds of things, decide, are you stoppable or are you unstoppable? And then the other thing that I would say, and this is completely from my own point of view, is I've been married to my husband for 33 years. He knows me so well. And when I get into these moods, he sort of knows to give me permission to be in the mood and not try to solve the problem, which is what any Hall of Fame husband would do. But what I've come to realize is when there's this breakdown, I need to remind myself that there's going to be a breakthrough coming in short order, because it always happens that way. And it's okay to give yourself permission to feel whatever you feel, but just got to get over it and get on with it. And if it takes a couple days for you to get back on with it, okay, that's fine. But at least you haven't let it derail you and stop you. And that's really the message I wanted to convey today. I felt really inspired to share it because it really resonated for me. And I figure, you know what? You're in this group because something about the way I share and the way I teach and the way I contribute is resonating for you too. So have you ever had a situation where you were faced with a challenge of, am I going to stop or am I going to become unstoppable? And what did you do to get over it and get on with it? If you have a story to share, go ahead and post in the chat. If you've gotten value from this video, go ahead and offer a like or a heart. And if there's something in the future you want me to cover in a future video, go ahead and share with me in the chat or send me a direct message. And I will definitely consider it, because coming on live and adding value here in the group and touching on nerves that you may be on your last one, well, maybe that's a good thing, that we can speak freely as members of this group and see what we can do to lift each other up as we climb. So that's my short video for today. And I'll see you here next time. Bye-bye for now.